Have you noticed that some of your favorite restaurants are shrinking their portions and that people actually seem happier about it? In a culture that once cheered for Supersize Me, we're finally discovering that less might actually feel better. Restaurants like Olive Garden, P.F. Chang's, and the Cheesecake Factory have all started testing smaller portions, and diners love them. According to the National Restaurant Association, 74% of customers want smaller portions, and 44% of adults admit they sometimes order from the kids' menu just to eat less and save money. Not to mention, many people split meals to get their smaller portions. It's a huge cultural shift. For one, I'm thrilled to see it because research shows that when we're served larger portions, we usually eat about 30% more than we need simply because it's there. Even our dishes have expanded. I've had clients tell me that their modern dinner plates don't even fit inside the cabinets of an older home. Over time, normal portions grew right along with our plate sizes. And behind that are voices we grew up with. If you paid for it, you better eat it. Don't waste food. Clean your plate. Those sayings came from good intentions, gratitude, thrift, respect, but they often trained us to override the most important cue of all, knowing when we've had enough. Here's what's going on inside your brain's command center for how much we will eat. In the brain center, there are two centers that control eating: the taste center and the fullness center. The fullness center will just about always register. When was the last time you got up from a table and you were still hungry? But to truly feel satisfied, your taste center has to be happy too. If your taste buds aren't satisfied, you'll keep looking for something more, even after you're physically full. As we inhale our food, it's a challenge to have the taste center register. That's why I used to teach people to taste every bite. Be present. Ask yourself, how good is this? Am I still enjoying it? Or am I ready to move on to something else on my plate? When you eat that way, slowly, mindfully, you satisfy both centers in the brain. And here's another important piece. It takes 21 minutes for your brain to even register fullness. So if you eat too fast, you're almost always guaranteed to overeat before that signal has a chance to arrive at the brain. That's why slowing down and tasting your food is key to making smaller portions work. To let the fullness center do its job, you have to take at least 20 minutes to eat. To do that, you'll put your fork down between bites, chew slowly while tasting each bite to assist the taste center. But we rarely take time to chew slowly and taste our food to satisfy both centers. This is the simple part to losing weight that requires attention and awareness. While portions are getting smaller, another trend is growing bigger than ever, and that's nostalgia. McDonald's has leaned hard into it. Last year, they launched an adult Happy Meal, complete with nostalgic toys, a retro milkshake called the McDonald Land Shake, saying it was sure to unlock core memories. And when they released the Grimace Shake for a limited time, the company's revenue jumped 14% that quarter. They even brought back the snack wrap, First introduced in 2006, the same year Tom Cruise married Katie Holmes, and social media went wild. Meanwhile, Taco Bell rolled out its Y2K menu featuring 5 fan favorite items for $3 or less with the slogan, "There's no better present than reviving the past." These companies know something powerful. People aren't just hungry for food, they're hungry for feeling, and nostalgia gives us comfort, connection, and a moment of joy that seems simple and familiar. But why are we craving the past so much right now? Maybe because life has become so fast-paced. We're constantly texting, scrolling, and reacting. There was a time when if you weren't home, you didn't answer the phone. You had space to breathe, to think, to connect. Now everything is instant. So perhaps our love for nostalgia and our interest in smaller portions comes from the same place, a deep longing for slowness, for presence, for a life that feels balanced again. I see both of these trends as signs that we're collectively ready to recalibrate. We're learning that more doesn't always mean better. Sometimes more just means too much food, too much speed, too much noise. So here's my challenge to you this week. Slow down. Taste each bite. Let your brain catch up with your body and ask yourself where you might be able to shrink the plate in your own life, not as a sacrifice, but as an invitation to savor what you already have. Because whether it's food or life itself, satisfaction doesn't come from more. It comes from being present enough to enjoy what's already there.